What's going on, everybody? It's Pelfrey, and we're going to do a point and shoot video, or try to, on the Red Sea Reefer 250. I'll go ahead and plug the Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. You'll find real-time updates on Instagram. Check out the website at pelfrey.net, and let's just hop right into it. Everything's doing pretty good with the exception of this big white piece that you see here. The Chaetomorpha hasn't done very well. I guess we'll start down there. So I picked up some of this Brightwell Chaeto Grow. The skimmer has been doing fantastic. It's a wet skim, but it's doing great. The Kessel Light was moved down just a little bit. All right, let's pick up where we left off. So it's not doing too well, and I'm not using it for a nutrient export method per se. There is some algae growing on the skimmer there, which I knew was going to happen. But I was really hoping to harvest some Chaetomorpha for pod population. But I do have the Kessel running at 100% intensity, excuse me, like 80% intensity and 100% color. So if you go to 100% color, which I'm controlling it through the apex, it's actually a red color. And you know, it is what it is. The new pump for the carbon reactor is working just fine. Obviously I do have metal clamps still on all the piping, and you know, that's fine. It's out of the water. But everything down here is doing quite well. There's some algae growing there on the tubing. I am dosing Acro Power just like 5 milliliters a day, so nothing substantial there. I did lose the multicolor wrasse, so I do still have the new little guy from Pieces of the Ocean. But I know that I lost that other wrasse because I had a phosphate spike, and I think that phosphate spike really aggravated the stylo. Look at that snail carrying around all that bubble algae. But it was strange because out of all of the corals that showed stress, the stylo did, and it's looked better. Right now it probably looks the absolute worst. The glass is really dirty, but the bird's nests are doing pretty good. It's kind of hard to see with the blues on it, but they're doing pretty good. I got no real complaints over them. The torch corals, I've moved these guys a couple times now, and I don't know if it's the flow or what it is exactly, but they don't really extend too much, and you know, that's fine. The hammers are doing great. I know I mentioned this before, but I'd like to get a couple more hammers. The purple stag is doing pretty good. And then we got the Miyagi tort, which is actually showing some pretty good colors. The PC Rainbow does have some polyp extension, so that's perfect. And then this is the Pieces of the Ocean's Magic Kingdom. And you know, it was a hit or miss coral whenever I bought it. Now obviously the colors aren't all that great, but you can see the polyp extension on there, and polyp extension's good in my book. The Worldwide Corals, I forget the name of this dang thing. I forget the name all the time, so it is what it is, but it's doing pretty good. The Green Slimer is doing pretty good, and I judge everything based on color, and it's not white. Then we got the Scolemia, a couple 8 cans over here, the Anchinata, and then the brain coral that I picked up. So you can see the pedestal pieces have turned a really great purple. This one was the newest addition, and it's not quite there yet, but it's looking pretty good. The sand bed does need a little cleaning, but for the most part, it's perfectly fine. This is always hard to capture, but this is what I thought was, I can't think of the name of it, a gonoporia, but I think it's a Avalopora. which is fine, but it's been through ups and downs with me, and it's, for the most part, doing pretty dang well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that multicolor wrasse that I had is gone, and it's fine. I am getting really good coralline growth on the tank here on the sides and on this side as well. This tank has never had an issue growing coralline algae, and I've actually left the back wall clean to see if I can grow it back on the back of the tank. And I'm not dosing anything in this tank. I'm doing an 8 to 10 gallon water change once a week. So whenever I test my alkalinity before a water change, it's at about 8.1. After the water change, it might change to, if it's at 8 before a water change, it'll change to 8.1 after the water change. If it's 8.1, it'll just go up to 8.2. So not a big swing, and I'm using the Red Sea blue bucket for the water changes. The phosphates have been staying at about 0.08, and again, I did test them and they were a little elevated. They were probably double that. I am running this for 16 hours a day and off for 8 hours a day. So to help kind of bring the phosphates down to a more acceptable range, I did run this for 24 hours a day. And I don't know that that completely helped. Maybe the consumption was just there. But the nitrates have stayed at about 4. And again, my alkalinity has been really good and stable at about 8 to 8.2. So no swings there, and obviously I have no reason to dose anything. And if I need to dose anything, I do have the ESV Bionic alkalinity and calcium that I can dose into the tank if I need to. And I don't talk about it very often, but I am using the Tunze Auto Top Off, which has been absolutely rock solid and a complete workhorse. And I do have magnetic door switches here, so you see nothing on the exterior here. You hold a magnet on the outside and it opens, and this keeps everybody out of the cabinet. So real quick, I do have some information to share. I've teamed up with Crystal Reef, and I have some new equipment coming for the tank. Very excited about it. I've known about his products for a while, and I'm gonna get a chance to try them out. The Refugium kit that I am using did come from Blue Tide Acrylics. The Auto Top Off came from Blue Tide Acrylics, and the Refugium kit has been awesome. It's something that I should have done a long time ago. But yeah, I'm gonna have some equipment coming from Crystal Reef, and you could probably, it shouldn't be very hard to guess what's gonna go on here, but you know, we'll save that for a later video. I got to order some stuff in order to get that implemented onto the tank, and that's going to give me a perfect opportunity to pull some equipment off the tank, get it cleaned up really well, and running again. So that's going to about wrap it up. The yellow tang is doing wonderful. The obviously the multicolor wrasse, he is gone. I've not found him, but I'm suspecting that with the phosphate spike, he passed away at some point. And I did see some fin nippage on him. I'm not sure who the culprit of that was, but the little bitty wrasse from Pieces of the Ocean is beautiful, and that's the most expensive fish that I've ever bought. It was a $200 fish, and I think I got it for like $160, $170, something like that. But beautiful fish. So shout out to Scurvy's Reef for putting me on to that wrasse right there. And I wish I could get some better shots as these corals grow out. Maybe I can do some top-down shots. And yeah, I'm really liking what's going on. Obviously, I'm back into the SPS game. I don't know what it is about them. I guess it's a challenge, like I said before. But I'm going to continue trying them. I'll keep you posted on the purple stylo. I'm not going to pull it out of the tank, although it does look like it's completely gone. We'll just kind of see what it decides to do. Appreciate you following along. Appreciate your input and helping me through this situation. And I'll catch you on the next one.